Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an Acer laptop. This is an Acer Spin 3. The exact model is an Acer Spin 3 SP314-21. In this video I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how you can open it up and clean and repaste your CPU and make sure that it's running nice and cool. If yours is really heating up and you haven't cleaned and serviced it for a while right now, then you should be opening and doing your own service once every year at least, depending the condition of the room that you're using, because it's pretty much a vacuum cleaner. Dust goes in and comes out and it gets stuck in there. The thermal paste dries up and it can overheat. All right, this is not a comparison test or lowering temperature stuff like that. This is just a simple servicing and cleaning up your laptop, which you're supposed to do. Is like having a car and you want to do an oil change. All right, I'm going to go over every tool that I'll be using, and everything I use will be linked in a video description in case you want to purchase yours. And also remember, by doing a repaste servicing, you're not going to change anything in the system. All the files, everything that you have will be left the way it was before. All right, tool number one, a good screwdriver. I'll recommend you an iFix screwdriver set, the basic set like this one. I purchased myself the basic set. If you get the pro set, they will include you with an opening tool, some tweezers, stuff like that. If not, grab yourself a guitar pick. A guitar pick is really suitable to opening cases and covers. You need a spatula, plastic or wooden spatula, that's fine. You need a workshop towel. One sheet of the workshop towel, that's good to have. And I'll say why workshop towel and not microfiber towels. Don't use any microfiber towels, use workshop towel. The reason is, next is for an alcohol. 99% or 98% isopropylic alcohol at least. When you put an alcohol over this towel and you're trying to clean the motherboard, the components, this will rip apart with no effort at all. That means will not damage the components on the board. So that will, if you use a microfiber towel, they can tangle on the board, on the tiny capacitor, and can rip them apart. So use this one. Your choice of thermal paste, I'll be using Arctic MX4. You can use an Arctic MX6, which is much better than this one. You can go overkill with if you have extra money laying around, get Thermal Grizzly Extreme. These are really expensive, but they're really good too. Or you can go with MX4, MX6. In this case, I'll be using MX4. All right, with this on hand, we're going to get it started. First thing first, we're going to remove all the screws on the bottom cover. All the screws are the same size and height, so don't worry about mismatching them. Go ahead and remove all of them and keep them in a single pile. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking that like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions around the comment area. I appreciate that. Alright, we are almost done removing all the screws. Yeah, if the screw doesn't come, I use a tiny magnet to pull them out. Alright. Now we got the rest of the screws out. I'm going to pull this last one with a tiny magnet. Alright, we're going to grab the opening tool. And we're going to start from one corner. We're going to put the opening tool in between the bottom cover. Just squish it in there. About 1 or 2 millimeters. And then just peel it up like that. You want to hear those nice click sound. That's what you want to hear. Those clicks clicking out. Work all around to the corners. To the back corner. Make sure you hear those nice click sound. You're not breaking anything. Go to the back rail, lift it up. Once you get to the next corner, it should come out pretty easy. Lift it up, work it around. Take it outside, use that toothbrush, use our new toothbrush to clean up the dust mesh in here and blow some air and clean it up. Next, down here, we can see the battery. We're going to disconnect the battery. First, we're going to put your fingers, if you have any tape over in here, gaffer tape, just peel the tape over and actually trash them. You don't want them in there. You can get sucked up in the fan. Put your fingers on the side of this jack, pull it back, and put it on the side so it doesn't go in. Next, we're going to remove the heatsink right in here. I can see there's a hair in there. You can remove the fan without removing the heatsink, but you might want to repaste it too. So remove 2 screws for the fan. For those people that always say, can I remove the fan without the heatsink? Sure, you can. Remove 2 screws for it. Grab the fan. We have this jack. You don't want to pull on this cable. These cables are really fragile for the fan jack. I'll grab myself a tweezer. And we're going to put it right on the corner of this jack, and we're going to push it back gently like that, and the jack will get disconnected. So that way we don't stress the, we can lift up the fan, bring it back, and you can see this plugged off here. So you can take the fan outside, use a toothbrush to clean it up and blow some air both sides. Next, you can clean up in here. There's some cleaning up in there to do. Now if you want to repaste, remove the 4 screws on the heatsink. Very simple. If they're really tough, push down on a screw a little bit harder and do it smaller. This one is really hard, so I'm pushing down, doing tiny rotation. Once I break that seal, and there we have it. So if I try to just rotate, I'll be damaging the screw head. So there we go. Do tiny rotation. There we go. Once you're done with that, don't lift it up from here. Lift it up by these hinges. Bring it up. And we can see this thermal paste. It is very, very dry. So that's no good. So we're going to clean it up. To clean it up, we're going to put an alcohol right on the towel. One drop in there. And we're going to swipe right over the crystal die. And we're going to see it. You see this one, how it rips apart? And those capacitors on the board doesn't get damaged. Go in a circular motion and clean it up. And there we have it. You don't have to go crazy between the capacitors. As long as you clean the crystal die, you're fine. You want to put your fingers at the back of the heatsink and then wipe it up. There we have. Now I'm going to take this one outside and clean it up a little bit. Alright, now that we clean it up, we're going to put a 1 line on the CPU die. There we go. Next, we're going to grab the heatsink, align, put it down, and put the 4 screws. Always cross screw them. They have a tiny number 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can go 4, 3, 2, 1. As long as you cross screw them, that's the reason for the numbering. That way the thermal paste will evenly spread all over the CPU. Next, you want to grab the fan. Before we put the fan in, I'll put it in an offset position. I'll put the connector in front of the jack. And I'll push it in, all the way in. And then I'll bring the fan, I'll put it, sit right on top and put the 2 screws for it. That way you have enough room to work around for the jack. There we have it. Once you're done with that, all you want to do, grab the connector for the battery, make sure evenly put it in front of the jack and push it in, straight in evenly. That's very important. Once you're done with all that, next is grab the bottom cover, put it right on top, you squeeze the side, the front, make sure those nice big click sounds. And to finish it off, is just put the bottom screws right in place. And that's it. And that's how you service and clean your Acer Spin 3 model laptop. Again, I hope you guys liked this video and helped you guys out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm just going to finish it off putting up the bottom screws.